And we welcome you to the Crookston High School on this Saturday afternoon. Wyatt Morrell, Tom Lezon running camera once again. We are back and ready for some more Crookston Pirate girls basketball as they take on the Hermantown Hawks here today. Both these teams playing last night. The Pirates getting both these teams lost. The Pirates lost 62-36 to Rockridge, the co-op of Virginia and Evelyn Gilbert, a very solid squad. And then Hermantown, they lost to Thief River Falls last night, and that ended up being a final score of 64-53. Thief River Falls and Rockridge are going to play today, and then these two will meet up here, and that'll wrap up the weekend for all four teams. Crookston coming into the matchup now with a record of 7-5, still 6-2 in section play out of Section 8AA. They are fourth in the section right now, and would love a win to cap a four-game week. Been a lot of games going on for the Pirates here so far this season, and definitely in this stretch. They deserve some much-needed time off, but they won't get it. They're actually going to play Monday night against Thief River Falls next week. So in the span of 7 days from Monday to Monday, they'll have a total of 5 games. This is number 4 in that stretch. We talked with Pirates coach Darren Zimmerman a little bit about that in his pregame interview. You will hear that coming up in a little bit. We also talked with Hermantown's head coach Beth Clark, so you will hear her comments as she gets ready to try and get Hermantown their third win, because the Hawks come into this one with a record of 2-11. They are on a 4-game losing streak and will look to snap that here today. They do have wins over Siloam Springs 63-41 and North Branch 60-51 earlier this year. This is on the air here on KROX Radio today. It's also on the KROX live stream, so however you are tuning in, we appreciate it and welcome you into the broadcast. And you're going to hopefully either see or listen to a good basketball game here this afternoon. We'll take our first break. When we come back, you will hear from the head coach of the Hermantown Hawks, Beth Clark. She'll give you thoughts on the performance last night, what they need to do to have some success here today, and much, much more. That's going to be coming up after this. You are listening and watching Crookston Pirate Girls Basketball. It's the Riverview Health pregame show. We'll be back right after this.
It's always growing season here at United Valley Bank. We're focused on growth for our customers and communities, success for farms and businesses, and improvement for ourselves. Partner with us, and you'll see firsthand just how much the right hometown banking team can change your perspective. Together, there's no limit to the heights we can reach.
United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Harvest is more than the act of reaping what you've sown. It's the culmination of months of hard effort, along with a few weeks of working 24/7 to bring the crop in. At Sesvanderhof, we're continuously working to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature, so that you can end each harvest on a high note. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sesvanderhof, a passion that grows.
Tri-Valley Head Start Child and Family Programs offers child-centered, family-focused services in a community-based setting. The program provides health, nutrition, dental, mental health, family services, and parent engagement opportunities. Available for income-eligible children birth to 5 years old, as well as children with special needs, at-risk children, and families and pregnant women. Tri-Valley Head Start Child and Family Programs has centers in East Grand Forks, Grafton, Ada, and Crookston. For more information, visit tvoc.org.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Drs. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abasi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley with a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
Welcome you back inside the Riverview Health pregame show. Now joined with the head coach of Hermantown, Beth Clark. And Coach, got the opportunity to play last night, so it's a nice trip over, get a couple games in. How'd you feel the girls played against Thief River Falls last night?
I thought that was one of our better games last night. We were competitive, kids played hard. We've had a tough stretch here in the last month or so, so to have our kids practice well all week and come in and be competitive last night, we're happy. We're not happy we lost, obviously, but we're happy that we had the opportunity to be competitive and make a game out of it, hit some shots, had fewer turnovers, kept us in the game a little bit at the end.
You played Crookston last year. What do you remember from that game? Assuming that this isn't your first year as the head coach, but you played them last year. Now you return the favor, come here. What do you expect from them?
Well, to be honest, myself and the assistant coach were not at that game last year. We had the COVID bug at the time, so we had to sit that one out. But I do remember watching it, and the Crookston kids were real competitive. We weren't ready to play, and it showed on the scoreboard from last year. So we know they have some good ball handlers, some athletic kids, and we got to prepare accordingly.
Competitiveness, I'm sure that's one of the keys right there, like you just mentioned, to prepare ahead of time, be competitive on the court. What would be another area that you need to have success in today to get a win?
We need to shoot better. We shot well last night in the first half, but our legs lost some legs at the second half, so we didn't shoot as well. And turnovers are a big thing for us. If we can have fewer turnovers, make more shots, we're going to be more competitive.
We appreciate the time. Best of luck.
Thank you.
That is the head coach of Hermantown, Beth Clark. Appreciate her time here on the pregame show. Again, they're coming off a loss last night to Thief River Falls, 64-53, but they were competitive. They're 2-11 on the year, 1-2 in section play. They're a 3A school out of Section 7, and they'll look to get win number 3 here on the year. They played Crookston a year ago. Crookston won that game 73-36. So that's what you need to know about Hermantown and what they bring to the table here for this matchup today against Crookston. We'll take another break. When we come back, you'll hear from the head coach of the Pirates, Coach Zimmerman. Will get his thoughts on last night, what they need to do today, and much, much more. That's all going to be coming up after this. It's the Riverview Health pregame show, Crookston Pirate girls basketball, both on KROX and the KROX live stream.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at gohugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
softball,
baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis,
golf,
volleyball,
trap shooting, hockey,
basketball,
wrestling. So we have a lot of sports.
And there is
orchestra,
band,
choir,
visual arts,
speech,
theater,
Leo Club.
And Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot of going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is
my education destination.
Welcome to Andy Oman State Farm. We're located on 423 North Broadway, next to Holiday in Crookston, Minnesota. Third generation agent with State Farm. We've got a team here with over 75 years of experience, 6 of us fully licensed, here to serve you. We know insurance is about a promise, and we're here from the beginning to throughout the whole process to deliver on that promise.
Nobody likes to wait on hold, and neither do we. Give our office a call where a cheerful voice is ready to help you right away. Call 218-281-3643.
The Crookston Eye Clinic is your hometown eye clinic. Whether you have cataracts, glaucoma, macular degeneration, or perfect vision, it is important to have your eyes evaluated to keep them healthy. The Crookston Eye Clinic is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., but on Thursdays they open at 9:15 a.m. They also have a second location in Boston to offer you even more appointment options. If you've been wanting to try contact lenses or looking for a new pair of glasses, the doctors at Crookston Eye Clinic are available to see you. Doctors Forget Smith and Jananetta are all accepting new patients. Call 218-281-2020 for the Crookston and Boston Eye Clinic, the best care in sight.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
The Riverville pregame show now joined Pirates head coach Darren Zimmerman. Coach, appreciate the time. You're coming off the game last night, 4th game of the week. Do you get a little concerned or maybe worry about how the legs are going to hold up at this point? It's a lot of games, not a lot of rest.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I think that's just the realities of the situation, is playing 4 games in a week, coming off of, the Christmas holiday where we were off a little bit more than we normally are. So we're still kind of building those things back, and we're just going to have to go out and play hard and deal with it and understand that, we might not be exactly where we were at on Monday in that game in Barnesville in terms of legs and conditioning, but they've worked hard in practice all year, and Coach Rooney's really put them in a good spot in the weight room and through conditioning practices. So I think once we get going in the floor of the game, we'll be all right today.
Same question I kind of asked last night coming into the game. You played them last year, so what do you remember?
They have a very good guard returning. The Brooklyn girls is a fantastic player for them, and they're well coached. I mean, they got a Hall of Fame coach sitting on the sideline over there, so they're gonna play really fundamental basketball. Last year they mixed it up a little bit between their different defenses, between a 2-3 zone, man-to-man. I think they'll do the same today, and definitely play kind of a modern style basketball with a lot of 5-out, with a lot of cutting, and then getting their forwards from a outside first to an inside post up off of duck-ins and stuff. So I think that they'll play similar to how they played last year, and they got some kids that have better back, so they'll, I'm sure, be improved from what we saw last year, and just like the kids we have back are improved from last year too, so we just got to go out and execute.
Yesterday you mentioned they kind of sped you up at times, and then you never really got into your offense, had a tough time scoring early on. How important is it to get maybe Hallie, Abby, 2 of your leading scorers this year, upperclassmen, leaders on this team? How important is it for them to maybe get going early today?
Yeah, I think the quicker we can get them comfortable into the game and just get them some really good looks is really important. And we did get some good looks last night, watched the film this morning, and they really did focus on Hallie, obviously, and put 2 kids on her for a lot of it. But, Abby was playing smart. She found some good, nice cuts and read the defense well and got some open looks. And, between Emma, Libby, Isabel, even Chloe, I thought they did a good job of relocating and finding some things, and just we didn't make shots. And, you got to credit Virginia for their defense. That's part of it. And the other part, we just didn't make them, and the game's a lot harder when you don't make shots.
Best of luck today. Thanks for the time, Coach.
Yeah, thank you.
That's Pirates head coach Darren Zimmerman. Appreciate his time here in the pregame show, as well as we get ready for this one between the Pirates and the Hawks of Hermantown. Crookston now on the year, 7-5, like we have already mentioned, trying to get back on track here. They won 2 games earlier this week against Barnesville and Park Rapids, and they'll try and make it a 3-1 week as they get ready for Thief River Falls on Monday night as well. So that's kind of what you need to know about the Pirates. Again, Hallie Wingham, Abby Baravich, their 2 leading scorers, kind of the 2 that make this team go. Upperclassmen have been around for a while, and like I said, we'll see if they can get them going maybe a little bit earlier in this game. Rockridge really did a good job shutting them down last night. Wingham had just 3 at half, Baravich just 2, and that's not going to be a good recipe for success if you're Crookston. So we'll see if they can get that going and figure out how to get them some looks here maybe in this first half. We will take a break. When we come back, we'll have a draft scoreboard update as we get you ready for the opening tip between Crookston and Hermantown on this Saturday afternoon. So we'll be back. Draft scoreboard update coming up next. You're listening to Crookston Pirate Girls Basketball on KROX and the KROX live stream.
For all of your automotive service needs, call Christian Brothers Ford here in Crookston. We have a service team to handle all of your vehicle's needs. Does your vehicle pull to the right or left? Call and schedule an alignment today. Proper alignment saves gas and wear on your tires. We're here to take care of your vehicle repairs and maintenance. Call Christopher or Jersey in the service department at 281-1338. Make an appointment today with the service department at Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, where we make it easy.
Crookston Valley Cooperative in Crookston is your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering the products and services that you've come to expect. Crookston Valley Cooperative specializes in seed, chemical, and fertilizers that you need to keep your farm operation growing. For expert advice you can rely on, give Sean and Mike a call at 281-1178 today or stop by at Crookston Valley Cooperative located at 1122 Fairfax Avenue in Crookston. That's 281-1178. Crookston Valley Co-op, here to keep you growing.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
This is Judy Hulst, Administrator at Villa St. Vincent and the Summit Apartments. Over the years, we have seized the opportunity to make changes and improve the services we offer. Healthcare has taken on a very distinct evolution, focusing on post-acute short stay and return to home. It is our privilege to continue to serve our community with a continuum of care ranging from assisted living, memory care, post-acute short stay, and extended care. We are so grateful for the support of Crookston and the surrounding communities. In this season of reflection, please know how very proud Villa St. Vincent and the Summit Apartments are to serve our community.
From early morning to the last thing before bed, light powers your day. And every time you turn on a light, it's a chance to save. Choose LED bulbs. You'll use 75% less energy, and because they last so long, you may never have to change them again. Whether it's bright light for the bathroom or a soft, warm touch in the family room, LEDs do it all. See how Otter Tail Power Company can help you save at otpco.com/LED. LED lighting, the smart way to light your life.
Society, winning has come to mean everything. If winning comes at the expense of good sportsmanship, everyone loses. Nothing is gained in the long run. Good sportsmanship is the result of a disciplined effort to respect yourself, your opponents, and contest officials. Remember, good sports are winners no matter the score. This reminder is brought to you by the Minnesota State High School League.
And we'll welcome you back to the Crookston High School as we get ready for the opening tip of a little high school girls basketball on this Saturday afternoon. Time now for a draft scoreboard update here as we wrap up the pregame show. It's obviously brought to you by Draft Sports Bar and Grill in Crookston on this Saturday. Their special prime rib. So head on over there from 5 to 9 o'clock this evening. 10-ounce prime rib for $23, a 14-ounce for $28. And if you go there on any other day, they got a special as well for you. They do daily specials with the nightly specials. They open at 11 a.m. 6 days a week. They are closed on Mondays, but otherwise they run straight through the week. Give them a call if you have questions, 218-281-1183. Check them out, Draft Sports Bar and Grill in Crookston. Let's take a look at our scoreboard update for you here today. One final score was the JV game here between Hermantown and Crookston. Hermantown got the win 31-23. The girls hockey team for the Pirates, they were going to take on Northern Lakes over in Walker tonight. That has been canceled. It was just going to be too long of a trip for them to go along with the fact that it wasn't necessarily a game they absolutely needed, so they made the decision to cancel that one. We'll have NFL wildcard games coming up this afternoon once we wrap up our coverage here. It'll be the Seattle Seahawks at the San Francisco 49ers at 3:30. We'll see if we can get wrapped up here for the opening kickoff in that one. And then once that one ends, it'll roll right through into the next game, which is the Los Angeles Chargers at Jacksonville. So we'll be listening for that later tonight as well. We also got Cleveland at the Timberwolves in NBA action. Arizona's at the Wild in the NHL. And the Gophers men's hockey team, they're at Notre Dame. Those two teams tied last night. They'll see if they can break that, and one of them can walk away with a win here this weekend. Boys hockey, Hermantown's at War Road, so a lot of attention here on Hermantown is for their hockey programs, and Hermantown, of course, ranks second in the state in boys hockey. War Road #1. That's going to be a heck of a game. We will see if we can get a score update for you here later on. Obviously, all the final scores will be on our website, KROXAM.com, but that should be a good one there. There's also plenty of girls hockey going on. Boys basketball, girls basketball, UMC. They're hosting Concordia University out of St. Paul. The women's game will be 3:30, the men's game 5:30. And can't forget about the Pirate Dancers. They're at Pelican Rapids for that invitational there. So all that's going on and more. And like I said, for all the scores and more, go to KROXAM.com, click on sports. We'll get you another scoreboard update at halftime. And then, of course, in the post-game show, if anything else has gone final, we'll be sure to pass that along as well. That's a look at the draft scoreboard update. We will take one last break. When we come back, we'll give you the Napa Crookston Welding Machine starting lineups and the opening tip between the Hawks and the Pirates here from the Crookston High School. You are listening to Crookston Pirate Girls Basketball on KROX. We're also on the KROX live stream today. This has been the Riverview Health pregame show, and Pirate basketball is coming up next.
It's always growing season here at United Valley Bank. We're focused on growth for our customers and communities, success for farms and businesses, and improvement for ourselves. Partner with us, and you'll see firsthand just how much the right hometown banking team can change your perspective. Together, there's no limit to the heights we can reach.
United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Harvest is more than the act of reaping what you've sown. It's the culmination of months of hard effort, along with a few weeks of working 24/7 to bring the crop in. At Sesvanderhof, we're continuously working to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature, so that you can end each harvest on a high note. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sesvanderhof, a passion that grows.
Tri-Valley Head Start Child and Family Programs offers child-centered, family-focused services in a community-based setting. The program provides health, nutrition, dental, mental health, family services, and parent engagement opportunities. Available for income-eligible children birth to 5 years old, as well as children with special needs, at-risk children, and families and pregnant women. Tri-Valley Head Start Child and Family Programs has centers in East Grand Forks, Grafton, Ada, and Crookston. For more information, visit tvoc.org.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Drs. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abasi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
Grove Mechanical in Crookston wants to help you make the air in your home absolutely perfect with reliable, award-winning Lennox products. Ask them about available rebates from your local utilities. Stop in today at Grove Mechanical. Give them a call, 218-281-3863, or you can visit them at grovemech.com. For great products, big savings, and perfect air, think Grove Mechanical in Crookston. They are your hometown heating and cooling professionals.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley with a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
As we get ready for the start of this one between the Pirates and the Hawks, Crookston High School basketball on this Saturday afternoon. Let's give you the Napa Crookston Welding Machine starting lineups brought to you by Napa Crookston Welding Machine. For all your automotive needs, stop by Napa Crookston Welding Machine. They have what you need. Make sure your battery will start the first time every time by a Legend battery from Napa Crookston Welding Machine. They handle all your Legend battery needs. It's been pretty warm out lately, so you haven't had to maybe worry about that yet, but it's going to get cold again at some point. I'm guaranteeing it here this winter season, so why risk it? If you need to get something taken care of with a battery, something like that, head on over there and they'll help you out. Hermantown, as you're seeing them being introduced right now on your screen, if you're watching the live stream, they're going to be wearing the dark blue uniforms. They've got the, I guess, tan numbers and letters on the jerseys. They'll go left to right in this opening half. They're coached by Beth Clark, like we mentioned. Their starting lineup, 3 seniors, a sophomore, and a freshman. In numerical order, senior Liv Berkland, who Coach Zimmerman was mentioning in his interview. Senior number 11, Emma Hursted. Sophomore number 15, Michaela Sweeney. Senior number 23, Lauren Biondi. And freshman number 35, Bailey Hermanson. For Crookston, they're coached by Darren Zimmerman. They'll go right to left with the home white uniforms tonight and the blue numbers with the gold trim on the jerseys. Right to left here, like I said, across your radio dial and on your screen. They're being introduced right now. In numerical order, first off, they go 2 seniors, 2 juniors, and a freshman. It'll be number 4, junior Emma Gunderson, number 5, senior Abby Baravich, number 12, junior Hallie Windjam, and senior number 15, Libby Salentine, along with number 23, the lone freshman in the lineup. That's Chloe Bowl. She got the start last night. She'll start this one tonight as well. So there you go. That's the Napa Crookston Welding Machine Starting Lineups. Crookston 7-5 on the year. And the Hermantown Hawks, they are 2-11. The two teams met a year ago. Crookston won 73-36. Hermantown will look to get a little bit of a revenge here today. Teams ready to break the huddle here for the opening tap. See for Crookston, a big key early on will be getting Windjam and Borovich going, I'm sure. Again, they combined for just 5 points in the first half yesterday against Rockridge. You aren't going to have a lot of success when your two leading scorers, upperclassmen, leaders of this team are having a tough time getting some points up on the board. For Hermantown, they were competitive yesterday, like Coach Clark said. She wants to see more aggression, fight early on. They want to have some success. It will be Abby Borovich taking the opening tip against Biondi, the senior for Hermantown. And here we go. It's 1 and tip back for the Hawks. And we are off and rolling here on this Saturday afternoon. Half court set here for Hermantown. Here's Biondi at the top of the key. Over here now to the right wing as they work it around, taking their time. A couple of students in attendance for Crookston making some noise, and that's going to be tipped out of bounds. It'll go to the Pirates as it was last touched there by Hermanson, the freshman, trying to save it. So an early turnover, I think you'll take that if you're the Pirates. Full court pressure, they're going to try and do what Rockridge did yesterday maybe. Windjam will bring the ball up the court, get into the half court set. See what Crookston wants to do on this opening possession. Here's Chloe Bowl on the left wing. The freshman takes a couple dribbles, gets it over to Windjam. Nice post up inside to Salentine. Got tipped from behind though, and it's a Hermantown steal. Coming up with the loose ball. Back the other way they come. This is Berkland, the senior, who we said you got to try and keep an eye on. She gives it up. Borovich is there to take it. And now the Pirates will come back the other way. Scoreless still. Not a lot happening early on. Here's Windjam. Little step back. Now she drives again with the left. Kicks it back to Gunderson. Fellow junior. Inside to Borovich in the paint. Kicks out into the corner. Windjam for a spot up three, and it's good. And a good start for the Pirates. Windjam on the board, Borovich with the assist. There's that duo making something happen. Post entry here for Hermantown. Kick back out. 3 on the way for the Hawks. That's left short as it was Biondi with the miss. Borovich gets the rebound, gets it to Windjam, and she'll come up the court with the ball. So slow start for Hermantown offensively, a little over 1:30 in. 3-0 Crookston in front. They'll fake a dribble handoff here to Bull. On the left wing is Windjam, and a 5-second call. Windjam kind of looking around as if to say, she wasn't up close on me, but I guess she was in an arm's length. I think that's the rule, and that's a 5-second call. So Pirate turnover. Hermantown coming back the other way. Running the show is the freshman Hermanson. Over onto the wing. This is Berkland, yet to take a shot. She goes and passes this one off to Biondi. The senior back to Hermanson. They work it over to Sweeney. Left-handed dribble back up top. Berkland, left-handed drive around Bull, kicks it out, trying to get some penetration inside. Haven't been able to yet. Borovich closes out on Hermanson. Hermanson goes around, up and under, layup, gets the roll, and Hermantown's on the board. That was a nice move. Bailey Hermanson, the freshman, a little bit of speed, went right by Borovich, and it's a 1-point game. Here's Gunderson into the front court again. Hermanson pressuring out by the volleyball line, half-court mark. Getting up in Crookston's face. Windjam goes to the rim, got blocked, and Hermantown comes back the other direction. There's a nice blocking close there. I believe it was Sweeney. Here's Berkland back to Hermanson. Borovich on her. Definitely has the size advantage as far as height goes. The pass inside, this is going to be a jump ball. Chloe Bull recovered. It was a backdoor cut and forces the jump. It will stay as the possession arrow actually was pointing with Crookston. I apologize. It will go to the Pirates. 15:23 to go. 3-2 score in favor of Crookston. So Borovich will bring the ball up the court this time. Coach Zimmerman calls out the offense. The senior pressured there by Sweeney. Drops up, pass off over here. Hermanson on Bull. Here's Borovich, got a screen, turns the corner into the lane. Missed the shot. It was a good look, though. And Herstead gets the rebound for Hermantown. That's what Coach Zimmerman was talking about in the interview today. They just missed some shots last night, but had some good looks. Baseline drive here is off the mark. Salentine comes in and gets the rebound on the miss from Herney, and now a foul will go the other way. So Herstead missed the shot. Salentine got the rebound. We get a reaching foul, And we also get the first sub into the game for Hermantown. It's going to be number 33, Isabella Wojciechowski, the sophomore, if I'm pronouncing that right. Probably not. Didn't get the pronunciation beforehand. Windham full head of speed back the other way. Gets it to Gunderson in the corner. Now back out to Borovich. Now the Pirates patiently working it around the perimeter. Here's Gunderson on the left wing. They got Salentine to post up on the block. Back to Gunderson. She's ready to shoot. The bank is open from the elbow. Up and in for two for Emma Gunderson. Well, Salentine had 4 early points yesterday. They got that look inside. She kicked it back out. Gunderson was ready. Hermantown back the other way, missing everything. An air ball there for Wojciechowski, the sophomore who just came into the game. Back the other way comes Crookston. Bull was able to corral the miss for the Pirates. Now pass inside. Windham was cutting backdoor, lays it up and in. 4-2. A nice find from Gunderson. Windham with an early 5, and it's 7-2 Crookston 4 minutes in. So I think you got to like that if you're Coach Zimmerman. A fast start for Windham, which is kind of what we were talking about. 3 on the way for Birkeland. Her first shot is off the mark. Salentine, rebound number 2. Outlet pass to Borovich, and they're coming back the other way. Borovich on the left wing. Looking inside. Salentine posts up again. Bounce pass back to Bull. Chloe Bull, the freshman, to Gunderson. Spot up 3 is good, and everything's falling for Crookston. Timeout Hermantown. What a start here for the Pirates. We'll take a break with them. It's a 30-second timeout, so a 30-second break, and we'll be back after this here on KROX and the KROX live stream. 10-2, Crookston in front.
You're watching Crookston Pirate activities on the KROX live stream. It's brought to you in part by Riverview Health, American Crystal Sugar Company, CHS Egg Services, Christian Brothers Ford, Bremer Bank, Grove Mechanical, Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic, Crookston Valley Co-op, Hugo's Family Marketplace, United Valley Bank, the Benedictine Living Community, Villa St. Vincent, Ottertail Power Company, Crookston School District, Cess Vanderhoff, Andy Omen State Farm, the City of Crookston, and Tri-Valley Head Start, all bringing you Crookston Pirate activities on the KROX live stream.
10-2 is the score. You're listening here to KROX in Crookston, Minnesota on 1260 AM, 105.7 FM, and 92.1 FM in Grand Forks East, Grand Forks. We're also on the KROX live stream today on our YouTube channel if you want to watch the action. Hermantown dribbling the ball up the court. They trail 10-2 coming off their timeout. Hermanson drives in, dribbled it off her foot, so Salentine picked it up, and now Gunderson, after she caught the outlet pass, travels, trying to advance the ball even further. So each team a little sloppy off the timeout, a turnover apiece, 13:23 to go. It's been Emma Gunderson and Hallie Windham providing the first 10 points for Crookston, 5 apiece. They've each knocked down a 3. So fast start here for both of them. Into the lane, drop-off pass here from Birkeland. Windham on her. They've had a tough time getting her going. They'll kick one over here. Baseline drive, kick back out. Wojciechowski into the corner. Hermanson with Borovich on her, left-handed dribble. Threw it out of bounds, tried to drop a pass off to Biondi, and it went right through her hands. It's kind of a fastball. She wasn't ready for it. And that's another turnover for the Hawks. They're going to have to clean things up here a little bit offensively if they want to have some success moving forward. So Borovich comes up into the front court. Bull still out there, gets the pass now on the right wing. Windham trying to post up. She's not a post by any means, but certainly has some moves inside. She gets a handoff instead from Salentine. Good defense here from Hermantown. That's Biondi. They drop it off to Salentine. Left-handed shot is up. No good. Rebound on the backside secured by the Hawks. They'll come back the other way. That was Wojciechowski, and now a steal as Windham jumped in front of the pass. Looking the other way, it's a 3-on-3. Little Euro step up and under. She couldn't get the roll. Deflects over into the corner. Borovich is there. She keeps the play alive. Salentine, she's going to shoot the 3 from the top of the key. Just short. Borovich, another rebound. She's up with the left hand and gets it to go. Abby Borovich doing work inside, able to convert. Third time's the charm for Crookston, 12-2 on the right wing. With the possession here now, Windham almost knocked it away and got the steal. Does knock it away, and it's off of Hermantown. It will go back to the Pirates as Birkeland just a little lazy with the basketball. Emma Herstead back into the game for Hermantown. Hermanson's going to get her first break of the day for the Hawks. 11:58 to go. Also, Isabel Smith is in for Chloe Bull, the first sub Crookston's had so far, a little over 6 minutes in. So here comes Windham across half court. She's got 5 points, dribbles a left-handed waist-high dribble, spins back to the right, gets it to Abby Borovich. Nothing inside the three-point line yet, this time down the court. Been a very clean game, only one foul, and it came on Hermantown. So I haven't had a lot of whistles, and now we get another 5-second call. That's the second time we have heard that call today on Windjam, and that time I think she maybe knew it. A little unhappy with herself maybe. So 2 5-second calls. Hermantown's defense forcing a couple of turnovers to get the ball back. Here's Birkeland with it. See if they can get her going. She's only attempted one shot as the senior. Pass inside, nice cut. Little step back shot here, in and out. Went all the way around for Herstead, but the senior couldn't get it to drop. Rebound on the backside. Back come the Pirates. 3 for Windjam. They left her alone. She dribbles up the court and knocks it down. It's the third three-pointer here of the half for Crookston. The second for Windjam. She has 8 points, and it's 15-2. What a turnaround from last night for Crookston so far in this one. Ball on the left wing. Nice fake with the pass. Driving in and losing it out of bounds, though, was Herstead once again. Hermanson's going to check back in. Hermantown playing a 6-player rotation. Naomi Johnson comes in for Salentine as well. She gets a breather. So far, Crookston has gone 7 deep. 10:55 to go. It's a 15-2 game. Crookston started the game, knocking down a couple of shots. They stretched the lead to 10-2. Hermantown took a timeout, but it's been a 5-0 run since that timeout. Flare screen for Windjam. She passes on the shot and gets a better look as Johnson was open inside. And the sophomore Naomi Johnson is the 4th Pirate to score here today. 5 different Pirates now have an assist. Windjam knocks this one out of bounds as Hermanson was driving in. So it will stay here with the Hawks. Chloe Bull's going to come back in. Also checking in for the first time for Hermantown is Aurora Decker. Decker, just a freshman, into the game here for the Hawks. 7th player to play, and this one knocked out of bounds again and will stay with Hermantown. Crookston not making anything easy so far here for Hermantown. Getting in passing lanes, knocking it out. Even when they don't get the steal, they're really slowing down the offense here for the Hawks. Pass comes in on the left wing. They'll kick it over to the right wing now. Trying to drive here is Biondi. The only 2 points came from Bailey Hermanson, the freshman. She has the ball now, goes into the corner. Skip pass here. Good closeout from Smith. Prevented a shot. Oh, that's going to be a double dribble, and the ref's all over it. Wojciechowskiak picked it up and then dribbled again. And another Hermantown timeout as they want to talk things over. This one's a full timeout, so we'll take a 60-second break, and we'll be back after this. 17-2, it's all Crookston. You're listening and watching Crookston Pirate Girls Basketball on KROX.
All of us love sports, but not all sports are created equal. College sports have big budgets, dedicated alumni networks, and corporate sponsorships. Professional sports have even deeper pockets, millionaire owners, lucrative TV and radio deals, and merchandise sales. High school sports have you. Everyone agrees high school sports give us plenty of reasons to cheer. And now's a great time for us to give back. Supporting your hometown high school won't cost you much, but it will go a long way to ensuring the games we love the most are here to stay. Minnesota High School Sports. They're good for our kids, good for our community, and best of all, they're good for you.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
And we're back here at the Crookston High School. You are listening and watching Crookston Pirate Girls Basketball. 10:16 to go in the opening half. It's 17-2. Crookston is in front. And what a start it has been here for Crookston today. Windjam's got 8. She's dribbling the ball up the court now. Gunderson with 5. Borovich and Johnson coming off the bench. She has 2 as well. As Abby Borovich, Borovich was open underneath, wanted the ball. They couldn't get it to her. Now Johnson throws it away. Here comes the Hawks in transition. They drop a pass off. Blocked at the rim by Windjam, denying Herstead, who thought she had a layup. Windjam doing everything. Drives in, goes up and under, drops it off to Bowl. A high arcing little layup. Bounces around, does not drop. Johnson fights for the rebound. It will be a jump ball. And possession arrow goes back to Hermantown with 9:48 to go. Couple more subs in for the Hawks here. Let's see. Birkeland back in, as is Sweeney. So that's still just the same 7 rotation for the Hawks as of right now. Here they are with the possession on the left wing. Into Hermanson in the right corner. Again, she has the only points for the Hawks so far today. It's just everything's been tough to come by. They are not shooting the basketball well. Berkland with Windham on her, tries to spin back to the right. Coach Zimmerman had a game plan, and it was try to get her out of rhythm. 3 on the way here for Hermantown. Off the mark, Windham corrals the miss. She had 11 rebounds last night. She's up to 2 here in the opening half today. So we approach the halfway mark with 9 minutes to go. Back cut for Bull. She gets it, gets fouled, and will go to the line to shoot 2. It was a nice pass by Smith to find her. Cut all the way across from the right side to the left block. Draws the foul and will shoot 2. The foul's on Hermantown, so there's only been 2 team fouls in the game, but they've both been on Hermantown and they've both been on Bailey Hermanson, so she might have to come out. First free throw's off the mark for Bull. This is the first free throws from either team today, and yeah, Hermanson with those 2 fouls is going to come out of the game, and they'll sub in for her, number 23, the senior, Lauren Biondi. So Biondi back out there. Bull's second free throw is good, so a 1-for-2 trip for the freshman. She's on the board. 18-2 is your score. Since Hermantown took their first time out, it's an 8-0 run. And it's been an 18-2 start. 9 minutes to go. Left-handed floater off the mark. Tough shot. Baravich had a good box out. Crashing in, knocking it out was Decker. So she won't get credit for the rebound, but it will go to the Pirates. Here's that full court pressure from Hermantown. Windham spins. She's got an array of moves that she can go to beat the press. Gets it to Smith. They let her go to the rim. She takes advantage, but then missed the shot in close. And this is going to be another jump ball as she was fighting for the rebound with Herstead. And it will stay with Crookston this time, 8:47. Senior Libby Salentine, she'll check back into the game for Naomi Johnson. Johnson, good minutes off the bench. Gets a few high fives on her way off. Salentine in the corner on the inbounds pass from Windham. And here's Windham underneath. Turns the corner. That's going to be an offensive foul, and that's a good call. Windham may not agree with it, but she extended the arm and the elbow wrapped around the defender, and the ref, it was a perfect angle from where we were at up top here on the bleachers. The ref had a good angle on it, too. So an offensive foul on Windham. Her first, team's first here in the game. Here comes Hermantown, pick and roll. The best look so far they've had near the rim and converting is Biondi. So their first point since very early in this game. Makes it 18-4. The senior on the board. Here's Baravich to Salentine on the left wing. A little 5-out motion right now for Crookston. Over to Baravich on the right wing. Windham's posting up underneath again, but they decide not to get it to her. Bull's going to let the 3 fly. It's a little strong, and the rebound for Biondi underneath. Back comes Hermantown across half court. Man-to-man defense for Crookston once again. They've been playing that all half so far. 18-4 is the score. Top of the key with it here is Herstead. Flashes a pass over to the left wing. Set a down screen for Decker. Instead, pulling up and getting going is Biondi. She knocks it down, and Crookston wants a 30-second timeout. 18-6 is the score. We'll take a 30-second break back after this here on KROX and the KROX live stream.
You're watching Crookston Pirate activities on the KROX live stream. It's brought to you in part by Riverview Health, American Crystal Sugar Company, CHS Egg Services, Christian Brothers Ford, Bremer Bank, Grove Mechanical, Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic, Crookston Valley Co-op, Hugo's Family Marketplace, United Valley Bank, the Benedictine Living Community, Villa St. Vincent, Ottertail Power Company, Crookston School District, Cess Vanderhoff, Andy Omen State Farm, the City of Crookston, and Tri-Valley Head Start, all bringing you Crookston Pirate activities on the KROX live stream.
The Crookston Pirate girls basketball team holding on to an 18-6 lead over Hermantown on this Saturday afternoon. Hermantown has scored 4 straight, though, forcing a Pirates timeout. Crookston 4 timeouts remaining in the game. Hermantown will have 3. Here comes Windham across half court. She's been out there the entire game, yet to sub her out, which is pretty typical for this time of the game. I would guess she'll get a sub in a few minutes. Here comes Smith, open for 3, a little strong. Salentine crashes the glass, just couldn't haul it in. It does go out of bounds off of the Hawks, though, after the ball got loose, and it will stay with Crookston. Crookston with a lead, a comfortable lead, but I think Coach Zimmerman would say they're still missing some shots they'd like to have. Skip pass for Salentine, going to be tipped by Hermantown into the backcourt. They were looking to get it to Gunderson. Gunderson tracks it down, as Biondi's really taken it upon herself to try and lead them back into this game. She's going to get called for a reach-in foul here as Gunderson was coming across half court. It'll be the 3rd foul on Hermantown. Be Biondi's first. Into Windham. Oh, very close to the line at half court, but she keeps her balance, keeps it from being a backcourt violation. She drives in, counted in the foul as she put up a shot off the glass. It falls down and in. She's up to 10 points, and she's going to the line for the 3-point play. Foul this time on, they got Michaela Sweeney, the sophomore, her first, team's fourth. So Windjam up to 10. First trip to the line, knocks down the free throw, make it 11. And the Pirates put an end to that 4-0 run. They extend the lead to 21-6. Here come the Hawks. Birkland, again, she's only taken one shot. Windjam has done a good job on her. Borovich has maybe been on her a little bit as well. They just cannot get her open or loose for a shot. Into the corner here to Decker, back up top. They work it over to the other corner to Sweeney. Here's a pass over to Birkland. Good closeout from Windjam. She drives into the lane, puts up a shot. She's fouled by Windjam. That's going to be number 2 now on Windjam. And Birkland's going to go to the line to shoot 2. So now a decision for Coach Zimmerman, 6:39 to go. For Windjam, her second foul of the half. Pirates only 2 team fouls, but she's got both of them. Free throw's good for Birkland. So far, they're going to leave her out there with the 2. Subbing in here is going to be Wojciechowskiak, the sophomore. So Birkland's the third different Hawk to score. She's got 1 now. It's 21-7. Second free throw coming is good. A 2-for-2 trip for her. Makes it 21-8. Well, we'll see if Hermantown wants to attack Windjam playing with those 2 fouls, too. If you get a player like that in foul trouble, which he already is, you want to make a comeback here in this game as they're down early. You're going to have some things like that go your way. Bad pass here as Gunderson was trying to get it inside. Hermantown jumped right in front of it and intercepted to go the other way. So another Crookston turnover on the wing. A little dribble handoff here. The students out in a little bit of a better showing, I should say. I'm not going to say full force by any means, but some of them across the way making some noise. Birkland just puts up a shot. It's out of bounds and will go to Crookston. She was trying to draw the foul on Windjam in the paint, and there was no call, and so I don't even think apparently Windjam didn't touch it either, so it goes back to Crookston. Here's Gunderson across half court. She'll get trapped, get a pass off to Borovich, who's open, into the corner to Smith. Shot fake for her. She drives in, is cut off, bounces it back out to Borovich on the left wing. Abby Borovich at the top of the key, over to Gunderson on the right wing. They set a screen for Windjam, who flashes up. Good defense here from Hermantown. They've been playing man-to-man the entire first half as well. Not budging on that. There's the backdoor cut. Borovich is wide open as Hermantown got lost, and Gunderson found her for an easy 2. So Borovich is up to 4. Nice pass from Gunderson, a couple of assists from her. 23-8's the score. Birkland a pass over here to Wojciechowskiak. Now over to Decker. Now here's Biondi, another pull-up jumper. Tough shot over the top of Gunderson, and she gets it to go. She has scored 6 of Hermantown's 10 first half points. So the senior getting going a little bit. They're into double digits finally. A bad pass here from Windjam. 2-on-1 back the other way as there was a miscommunication. She can't foul, so she'll back off, and Birkland lays it in for 2. It's another 4-0 run, and it's 23-12. Hermantown hanging around with 5 minutes to go. Windjam knew she couldn't foul with the 2 fouls, so just let him go for the layup. Windjam cut, she gets it underneath, avoids taking the shot initially. It would have been blocked, goes to the up and under and gets it to go. Nice move by Windjam. She's got 13. Now inside, losing it there was a Birkland. Windjam with the steal. Her second, and now it's tipped out of bounds and will go to Crookston with 4:38 to go. Sweeney's going to come back in. Chloe Bowles coming in for Crookston as well, as Isabel Smith will come out for Hermantown. Checking out is going to be the senior Emma Herstead. Hermantown will back off, playing the half court. Here comes Windjam. Waist-high dribble, gets it over to Borovich. Now here's Gunderson. Another back cut. That's where Crookston's been making their hay in this first half. Back cuts to the rim. That time it was covered. Here's Bull on the left wing. Gets a screen from Salentine to Borovich in the corner. Gunderson was trying to post up, but couldn't get the angle. They skip it over to her in the corner now after dribbling it up top. Borovich open for 3, lets it fly. The closeout was late. It's off the mark. Good box out here by Sweeney. She pulls in the miss. Now transition jumper here for Hermantown. In and out. It was a good look for Decker. Couldn't get it to go. Chloe Bull hauls in the rebound. Windjam, whoa, lost it and fell to a knee. And yeah, she traveled, didn't get rid of the pass. And she's saying she did, but the ref is saying, no, you didn't. So we'll go the other way with 3:56 to go. Crookston's been a little loose at times, is what we've seen here in this first half. Still comfortable 25-12 lead. Hermantown trying to cut into it here in the final few minutes. Pass off to the baseline here to Decker. Bounce pass, and that's going to go off of the Hawks and will go to the Pirates. Now, she rifled a bounce pass in there. It hit right into the gut of Wojciechowskiak, or excuse me, that was Biondi, number 23, not 33. And it went out of bounds. She just wasn't ready for that quick of a pass. Naomi Johnson subs in for Salentine. She's back out there. So Windjam will come up the court. Whoop, and now we get a buzzer from the scoreboard, and that was incidental, so they'll re-inbound it and go over again. We had that once last night as well. I'm not really sure. Guess it's a sensitive clicker down there. But we're back in. Borovic with the basketball. Gets it over to Windjam. 3:30 to go. Little ball screen from Johnson. She rolled, but it was covered nicely. Gunderson cuts and is defended. Here's Borovic. She gets the screen, dumps it off to Bohl. Bohl will drive in with the right, put up the shot, missed it, and the rebound secured there by Hermantown. Back they come the other way. Birkeland into the front court. Kicks one over into the corner to Biondi. Tried to drive baseline on Gunderson. She cut her off. Cutting is Birkeland. The pass goes wide right into the arm of Johnson, who was waiting for it. Johnson with her first steal to go along with 2 points. Here's Gunderson at the top of the key. A curl for Borovic and a foul on the reach-in as she was driving on the left side. It'll be the 5th foul on Hermantown. They'll have one more to give in the final 2:52 before Crookston is shooting free throws. Crookston, just 2 team fouls, both on Windjam. Not really in any foul concern from that side of things. Borovic underneath on the inbounds play. Her pass stolen. Back comes Hermanson. She's got speed up ahead. Too quick, though. She couldn't dribble the ball, but then she recovers, puts up the shot, and it sits on the front of the rim before finally dropping in. Bailey Hermanson's up to 4. Makes it 25-14. Here's Chloe Bohl on the right wing. Flare screen for Windjam. She's got 13. She's got space. She'll let the 3 fly in and out. That was a good shot. And could not get it to drop. And now we get an over the back call on Crookston from the far official. This is on Johnson, her first team's 3rd. 2:21 to go. Hersted's going to sub back in as Sweeney will take a break. Coming up in the halftime show, we'll go over the first half scoring, the stats, get you a draft scoreboard update, and get you caught up on what you need to know as we get ready for the second half. That's all going to be coming up on the halftime show here on KROX and the KROX live stream. Again, doing both today. And Hermantown just really sloppy. They had an open cut there as cutting to the rim was Wojciechowskiak, and they couldn't get it to her. So the pass goes out of bounds. It's another turnover. Here comes Borovic up the court. Her and Windjam doing the ball handling today for Crookston. 2 minutes to go now. Hands one off to Windjam. Windjam tapping her head, calling out the play. Flashing to the elbow is Johnson. Gunderson back cuts, so Windjam pops up. Couldn't get the shot off, though. Gets a ball screen. Now she lets a 3 fly. Oh, the bank is open as she gets it to go. That's the second time the Pirates have banked in a shot today, and that makes it 28-14. Windjam up to 16 first half points. 3 triples, and now a steal, and Bohl is fouled after she got possession of it. So Bohl will get a steal, and we'll head back the other direction. So 28-14, 1:33 to go. Gunderson will inbound it from across the way. Full head of steam for Borovic into the front court. Pauses, waits patiently. Hermantown gathers themselves defensively. Oh, Borovic was open on the cut. Bohl couldn't get it to her. Bohl is going to be fouled again, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. A reach-in foul here by Birkeland, her first team 7th. So a 1-and-1 coming for the freshman, Chloe Bohl. And Isabel Smith is going to sub back in for Windjam in the final 1:22. There's that break for about a minute or two. Like we said, it came a little bit later than normal in this half. But with the 2 fouls, no need for her to pick up a 3rd in the final minute here. Here's the shot from Bohl. Gets it to go. She's 2 of 3 at the line now. Crookston has a team 3 of 4. They haven't been there a ton in this half. And Hermantown likewise. They are 2 for 2. They haven't been there either. But both teams taking advantage when they have gotten there. Bohl second off the mark. A 1 for 2 trip. But Borovic keeps the play alive. Ball's in the offensive rebound. Gunderson for 3 now as they drop it back to her. And that missed everything. She was not dialed in for that one. So it'll go out of bounds and back to Hermantown. I feel like the Hawks, they need a score, a stop, and a score to get some momentum going into halftime here. Birkeland can't get loose for a shot. Sweeney's got it on the wing, defended by Baravich. Over to the other side, 1 minute to go now. Drop off here on the right wing. Bull defending here on Hermanson. The freshman going to try the blow by. Drops it off now. Back to Birkeland on the right wing. Smith defending there. Spinning on the right elbow. A foul. The shot, but they're going to stay on the ground on a reach-in before the shot went up. So they'll take it out underneath the Pirates basket. They got Smith on a reach-in. It'll be her first, team's fourth. Comes the inbound. They bounce one in. It's taken there by Sweeney. Now dropping it off. Birkeland forces a shot, missed it, got her own miss. They throw a pass inside. Sweeney has it, kicks it back out. Hermanson for three. And off the mark, Crookston couldn't rotate in time. Offensive rebound. Instead of going up with it, though, first step, put it on the ground. You're taught to go up with it when you get the rebound. She tried to dribble and turns it over. Here's Baravich with it now. To Bull, wide open on the baseline. She takes a couple dribbles, puts up the shot, and gets it to go. Chloe Bull's got 4 now here in this opening half. 10 seconds left. Drive for Birkeland, and boy, looking for a bailout, and she got it. She'll go to the line to shoot 2 in 9 seconds. They got Baravich with the foul. It'll be her first, team's 5th. Not that the team fouls necessarily matter a ton at this point. So 2 shots for Birkeland. Crookston will have enough time to go the length of the court, and look at this. Winjam's going to come back in. Coach Zimmerman, that's smart on his part. Get someone with speed, good ball handling skills, a good shooter back into the game. She's not really in trouble at picking up a foul. The first free throw is off the mark for Birkeland, so you don't have to worry about the 2 fouls. I doubt she gets an offensive foul here. Second one for Birkeland is good. So 31-15. And here we go, 9 seconds into Baravich. 7 seconds across half court. Smith is wide open in the corner, so she'll let the 3 fly. It's off the mark. 2 seconds, Hermantown back the other way. Half court shot off the side of the backboard, no good. And that will wrap up a first half that sees Crookston in front 31-15 here over Hermantown after 18 minutes of play. We'll go over all the stats, the scoring, and more here in the halftime show, and we'll get you ready for the second half of action coming up here in just a little bit. We'll take a break. Halftime show will start next. You're watching and listening to Crookston Pirate Girls basketball on this Saturday afternoon, and we'll be back right after this.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at GoHugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
softball,
baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis,
golf,
volleyball,
trap shooting, hockey,
basketball,
wrestling. So we have a lot of sports.
And there is
orchestra,
band,
choir,
visual arts,
speech,
theater, Leo Club.
And Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is
my education destination.
Welcome to Andy Oman State Farm. We're located on 423 North Broadway, next to Holiday in Crookston, Minnesota. 3rd generation agent with State Farm. We've got a team here with over 75 years of experience. 6 of us fully licensed, here to serve you. We know insurance is about a promise, and we're here from the beginning to throughout the whole process to deliver on that promise.
Nobody likes to wait on hold, and neither do we. Give our office a call where a cheerful voice is ready to help you right away. Call 218-281-3643.
The Crookston Eye Clinic is your hometown eye clinic. Whether you have cataracts, glaucoma, macular degeneration, or perfect vision, it is important to have your eyes evaluated to keep them healthy. The Crookston Eye Clinic is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., but on Thursdays they open at 9:15 a.m. They also have a second location in Foston to offer you even more appointment options. If you've been wanting to try contact lenses or looking for a new pair of glasses, the doctors at Crookston Eye Clinic are available to see you. Doctors Forget Smith and Jananetta are all accepting new patients. Call 218-281-2020 for the Crookston and Foston Eye Clinic, the best care in sight.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
KROX and the KROX live stream, the Crookston Pirate girls basketball team in front 31-15 here at the halftime break. Let's take a look at our first half scoring for you. Actually, first the summary. Crookston got off to an 18-2 start in this game. After 4 straight from Hermantown made it 18-6, the Pirates extended the lead a little bit again. And then they kind of hovered around with that 15-point lead all the way until halftime when they led here 31-15 at the break. So pretty good start, and they've kind of carried that over the remainder of the half. We look at the scoring for Hermantown, just 3 players scoring. Leading the way was senior number 23, Lauren Biondi. She had 6 points, and then senior number 5, Liv Berkland, had 5 points. 3 of them came at the line, though. She made just the 1 shot. Crookston did a good job on her. And then also scoring was the other starter, freshman number 35, Bailey Hermanson. She had 4 as well. That equals their 15. If we look at Crookston, Hallie Windham, we said they got to get her going early. Well, that has been the case today. She leads the way, 16 points. She's also got 2 rebounds, 2 steals, and assist and blocks, so doing a little bit of everything. She does have the 2 fouls, but a very good half from her. Next in line was Emma Gunderson, fellow junior, with 5 points, a couple of assists. She knocked down 1 3. Crookston as a team converted 4 3-pointers in the half. Also scoring for the Pirates at 4 apiece was senior Abby Baravich and freshman Chloe Bowl, and then 2 off the bench from Naomi Johnson. That's the only bench points from either team in this game. That is a look at your scoring summary from the opening half of play. So that gets you caught up on everything going on here. Let's take a look at our draft scoreboard update brought to you by Draft Sports Bar and Grill in Crookston. Again, prime rib night. You can get a 10-ounce or a 14-ounce prime rib over at Drafts this evening. So check them out. Draft Sports Bar and Grill in Crookston, right off of Fisher Avenue across from the Crookston Sports Center. We have some boys basketball scores we can run through. Number 1, Cass Lake Bean is taking on number 7, Henning in Class A, and it's Henning in front 38-37 at the halftime break. That game over in Perham today. Game in Perham that has gone final earlier in the day. Foston beat Nevis 57-37, and that's about it on our scores in boys basketball in Class A. Let's see if we have anything in Double A. Looks like Oak Grove Lutheran, North Dakota, beat Pelican Rapids by a score of 58-52. So that's a score again, a game from Perham, but that's about it for boys basketball. Girls scores, let's see if we got any other girls basketball scores that have gone final here for you quickly. In Double A, anything in the nearby area? Doesn't look like it. In Class A, also the case. Nothing else so far. If we flip on over to hockey and take a look at some of the girls hockey scores, nothing in Class A so far. Double A, nothing there as well. In boys, again, Hermantown's taking on War Road today. That's a big one. That one will start later on this evening at 5 o'clock from War Road. But no other scores, it looks like. So that's a look at your draft scoreboard update. Again, brought to you by Draft Sports Bar and Grill in Crookston. We will have a wild card playoff football coming up your way after we wrap up our coverage here. We'll have the first game, hopefully the kickoff at 3:30, maybe just after, as the Seattle Seahawks are at the San Francisco 49ers. That'll be a 3:30 kickoff. We'll have it here on KROX. And then once that game wraps up, we'll just roll into the next one, as it'll be the Los Angeles Chargers at Jacksonville. That one is estimated to kick off around 7:15 here this evening. So that's what we got for you here tonight. The Wild are hosting Arizona in the NHL tonight. The Timberwolves host Cleveland, and the Minnesota men's hockey team, the Gophers, are at Notre Dame at 5 o'clock tonight as well. That's a look at the draft scoreboard update, and that's a look at your halftime summary here on KROX. We're about 3 minutes away from the second half start here on this Saturday afternoon. The teams will be taking the court shortly, and we'll get you ready for the second half of action here on this Saturday. We'll take a 90-second break, and when we come back, we'll have the second half between the Pirates and the Hawks here on KROX and the KROX live stream. You're watching Crookston Pirate Girls basketball on this Saturday afternoon.
Our school district has a long history of providing opportunities for all community members, from our youngest students to adults. We believe strong schools lead to strong communities. We are proud of our district, and as we look toward the future, we know there is continued work to be done to ensure that all students have excellent opportunities in education.
On February 14th, voters in Crookston will have the opportunity to vote on a single-question referendum to build a multi-use complex on school property. The facilities would include an artificial turf field, 8-lane track, press box, seating for over 750 spectators, and a concessions and restrooms area. If the referendum passes, the average tax impact on a $200,000 home would be $2.75 a month. 36% of the total referendum cost is covered by the Ag to School tax credit and state aid. If the referendum does not pass, the need for a facility with a usable track and field space for competitive programming will still exist. And while we currently use the University of Minnesota Crookston spaces, we cannot use our state-funded long-term facility maintenance dollars to upgrade a property we don't own.
This investment in our schools is an investment in our students and our community. Please learn all you can about the upcoming referendum and be sure to vote on or before February 14th.
Is taking on the Hermantown Hawks. It's 31-15 at the halftime break. Both teams have just gotten back onto the court as we get ready for 18 more minutes to wrap up what has been a crazy busy week for the Pirates. This is their 4th game. They're 2-1 on the week, trying to make it 3-1, and they're off to a good start in doing just that. Hermantown, they're going to try and turn this thing around and see if they can't find a way to pull off a stunning comeback. After Crookston got off to that 18-2 start, the rest of the half, the team's tied at 13 apiece, so it's been pretty even after Crookston kind of blitzed them out of the gates here. And it was kind of the other way around last night. Rockridge, they did that to the Pirates, and Crookston never really recovered. So we'll see if that's a similar situation here in the second half. Well, I'm Morel, Tom Lee's on running camera. Chris Fee also down taking pictures at the scorers table for us. He's writing the story, so appreciate his help today as well. And we got you full coverage here on this Saturday afternoon. Well, it will be, it looks like, Hermantown basketball, I believe, coming out to start the second half. So they'll get the first crack at it here. See if they can put something up and get a score early on. They'll go with their 5 starters like they did in the opening half. Liv Berkland, Emma Hursted, Michaela Sweeney, Lauren Biondi, and Bailey Hermanson. Crookston, likewise, it'll be Gunderson, Baravich, Windjam, Salentine, and Bull to start. And here is a pass that gets kicked by Baravich out of bounds, 4 seconds in, so a quick whistle. Hermantown this year, average 47.4 points per game. They're well below their average at the halftime break here. 3 on the way. This could turn it around quick off the mark by Biondi. Ball is loose, knocked out of bounds by Hermantown, and an empty possession to start the second half. Crookston defensively, they actually have a negative point differential now after the loss last night, even though the record is 7-5. They give up 53.3 a game and score just over 52. Bull, that little baseline jumper off the mark on the pass from Windjam. So both teams empty on their first trips here to start the half, and a travel going to be called here on Hursted. And she had a clear lane to the basket too, so that's one you'd like to have back there if you're the Hawks. Instead of turnover, and Crookston will get the ball back. And a little bit of pressure here from the Hawks. Windjam saying just lob it in. Gets the pass from Baravich. They're going left to right across your screen and radio dial here in this second half. Hermantown right to left. We're up top behind the scorers table and bench at the top of the bleachers here at the Crookston High School. Down screen here for Bull. Defended nicely by Hermantown. Here's Baravich. Baravich with 4 first-half points. Left-handed dribble in. Gunderson thought about the 3 and passes it off. Gunderson did have the only other 3 Crookston made by a player named not Hallie Windjam. Speaking of Windjam, she drives in here, a lot of contact, and she's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Missed the up and under shot with the right hand, but will get rewarded with a couple of free throws. The foul on Biondi, her second, team's first here in the second half. Exactly 1 minute in, with 17 minutes remaining. Here's the shot from Windjam. Gets it to go. So Windjam now 17, by far leading all scorers. It's a frustrating night for her last night with just 7 points. It didn't take very long for her to get up and above that today. Second free throw by the junior is also good, so she's 3 of 3 at the line as well. Just seems like she has things dialed in a little bit better today, more comfortable, got off to an early start. Now she gets a steal here as it's another Hermantown turnover. She pulls up for a jumper heat check, and as soon as I say that, she misses everything. Crookston can't, or they do save it, and now Hermantown gets it. Outlet pass, and they'll come back the other way. This is Berklin trying the Euro step, kicks it off into the corner. Biondi couldn't get the shot off. Back out to Berklin on the left wing. Biondi posts up on Gunderson, has the size advantage, kicks it out though. Herstead back over to Biondi, a left wing three. That one was good. It was online right from the start, and Biondi drops it down for three. So 33-18. First points of the second half for Hermantown. A much needed shot there. Biondi, like we said, trying to take things into her own hands today, up to 9 points, leading Hermantown. Here's Windjam on the left wing. They get a double screen for Borovich. She'll let the three fly, and it's off the mark. Kind of went, ooh, after she missed that one. Pass up ahead. Was a little out of the reach of Herstead, and she couldn't save it. It eventually goes out of bounds, and a miscue there from Hermantown gives the ball back to Crookston. Again, here comes that pressure. Berklin going to make life tough on Windjam all day long. They'll throw it into Windjam along the sideline. She'll dribble back to the center of the court. 15:54 to go. Drives at the elbow, pulls up. Off the mark, a little strong. Ball is loose as a couple of Hermantown players collided with each other. Gunderson almost had a chance to get it, but Biondi eventually hauls in the rebound. Here's Hermanson at the first 2 points of the game, has scored 2 more cents for a total of 4, but has been kind of quiet. Kick out to Sweeney. She's going to let a long 2 fly. It's no good. Good box out by Borovich. She hauls in the rebound, her 5th of the game. Borovich comes back the other way. Her pass deflected, getting in the passing lane. Biondi with the steal. She'll go all the way coast to coast off the glass on the right side and in for 2. And the lead is back down to 13. Hermantown not going away. 5 second-half points for Biondi, 11 in the game. Coach Darren Zimmerman wants a quick timeout. We'll take a 30-second break with them. 15:11 to go. 33-20, Crookston in front here on KROX and the KROX live stream.
You're watching Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream. It's brought to you in part by Riverview Health, American Crystal Sugar Company, CHS Egg Services, Christian Brothers Ford, Bremer Bank, Grove Mechanical, Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic, Crookston Valley Co-op, Hugo's Family Marketplace, United Valley Bank, the Benedictine Living Community, Villa St. Vincent, Ottertail Power Company, Crookston School District, Cess Vanderhoff, Andy Omen State Farm, the City of Crookston, and Tri-Valley Head Start, all bringing you Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream.
From Crookston High School, Wyatt Morrell on this Saturday afternoon. 3 timeouts remaining for each team after Crookston used a 30-second timeout. Gunderson out, Smith in for the Pirates, hanging on to a 33-20 lead. Borovich has it here at the top of the key, goes over to Windjam. Man-to-man defense here for the Hawks. Swing a pass over to Bowl. Here's Borovich now. Pass off to Smith. She was cutting. She's able to save it, but now throws it away. Now here comes Hermantown. Another Crookston turnover. Getting a little sloppy. Berklin to the rim, and she travels. Trying to get some contact from Bull. Bull was sound defensively, got back, and forced the turnover. Crookston a little bit of a scoring drought. They haven't made a field goal here in the half. Their only points were 2 free throws from Hallie Windjam, who has the ball now. And it's been a 5-0 scoring run here for Hermantown to get this back to a 13-point game. Borovich over to Bull. They swing it to Smith. It's a little bit of a 2-3 matchup zone now. Salentine gets a pass underneath. It goes out of bounds as she had it knocked away. It will stay here with Crookston. So Windjam will inbound it from the right side underneath the hoop. 3-1 formation for Crookston. Borovich is open. They get it to her off the glass all the way around. Does not drop, and Hermantown gets the miss. That was a great look, a great play design. They just didn't execute and get the shot to fall. Kind of the story of the last 2 nights. Now another 3 almost dropped for Biondi. That would have made it a 10-point game. Ball loose, eventually out of bounds off of Hermantown, and it will go back to Crookston. Gunderson in for Chloe Bull. So Emma Gunderson will get back into the game. Hermantown yet to sub here in this half. Coach Clark going with her starters so far in the first 4 minutes, letting them ride this thing out. Here's Borovich over to Smith. Now to Gunderson. Borovich cuts into the heart of that zone in the middle. Smith wasn't ready for the pass. Windjam tracks it down near half court. And Crookston with the 13-point lead. They don't need to be in a rush. They just got to get good looks. Gunderson skips a pass. Smith is open on the right wing. The pass was a little low. She couldn't secure it. Now she loses it again, and Hermantown takes it away. And it looks like Coach Zimmerman's going to go to his bench. Wasn't too pleased with that. Berklin to the rim, off the glass with the right, through Windjam and in for 2. It's now a 7-0 run, and Berklin's got her first points of the half. She's up to 7. 33-22. Can Crookston silence this run? Wincham on the right block. Gets a pass off to Borovich, and one. That's exactly what the Pirates needed. The senior Abby Borovich for 2 and a chance for 3 at the line. Great court vision there by Crookston as Johnson is going to come in. Naomi Johnson, the sophomore, in for Isabella Smith. Borovich to try and complete the three-point play. Got a great pass from Wincham. She's up and in, nothing but net with the free throw. She's got 7 in the game now. They'll drop back into the half court, 36-22, and that's what Crookston needed. That'll calm them down maybe a little bit as they still lead by 14. Up at the top of the key, Wojciechowski back into the game. Had the ball for a moment. Pass here through the arms of the Hermantown player. Wincham has another steal, her 4th 3-on-1. She'll drop it to Borovich. The pass got tipped, though, and this is going to result in a jump ball. Possession arrow keeps it with Crookston, but they had a chance for a 4-on-1 there, and they'd like to have that, or a 3-on-1, and they'd like to have that one back maybe. Wincham to inbound. Ooh, Salentine sealed there in the paint. They couldn't get it to her, though. Wincham pops up into the corner after she threw it in. The 3 is off the mark, as she spot up and shot one, but didn't get it to go. Hermantown gets the miss. Cutting to the rim here, Herstead kicks it back out at the top of the key. The Hawks definitely playing quicker in this second half, knowing their situation, down 14. Another cut, boy, it goes off the head of Salentine, and she gets it. She wasn't even looking at the play, but gets credit for the steal. Wincham has the ball, and apparently is okay, too. Wincham to Gunderson on the left wing. Crookston will set up. They want to almost slow things down a little bit. Johnson seals underneath and gets blocked after having a good look. Another jump ball on the rebound. This time it will go to Hermantown with 12:25 to go. Smith back in, and now Hermantown's going to get 3 different subs into the game. They'll put Aurora Decker back out there along with Michaela Sweeney, and also for the first time, Hope Kahansky, the sophomore, is going to get a little bit of action as well. At least I don't believe she played in that first half. Students trying to get loud again here for Crookston. Up and under. Berkland had a good look. Missed it. Decker crashes in for the offensive board. She can't get it to go. And now we'll get a reach-in foul here on the Pirates. It'll be their first of the half. And it looks like they got Naomi Johnson. It'll be her second of the game. Haven't been many fouls this half, similar to the first half. Just 3 total, 2 on Hermantown, 1 on Crookston. They got to get the inbound pass in. They do here to the top of the key. Tukonski, she throws it away. Gunderson intercepts. She comes back, doesn't have the numbers, so she'll pull it out. Give it to Johnson, who fumbles it, and now Hermantown has it, and they'll come back the other way. Berkland on the outlet pass. Smith trying to get back. She'll get fouled and go to the line to shoot 2, as Smith prevented the layup and says, we're going to make you earn it at the free throw line. But another bad turnover by Crookston. Not playing quite as clean, I'm sure, as Coach Zimmerman would like at this point. They forced a lot of steals, though. I got him down for 11 steals in the game. The free throw up by Berkland is good. She's now 4 of 5 at the line in the game, has 8 points. Back into the game is the senior Lauren Biondi. 36-23 is our score. Hermantown's outscored Crookston in the first 6 minutes of the half by 4 points, as that free throw is good by Berkland. A 2-for-2 trip. It's 36-24. Here's Borovich with the basketball. They had a close loss to Thief River Falls last night, did Hermantown. They'd like to come away with a win. If you're going to travel all the way over here, you might as well get one win. Here's Borovich, off to Smith, corner 3, boom! Cash it for Isabella Smith. She's on the board with her first points, and it's 39-24. There's a nice pass by Johnson, too, out of a double team to find Smith in the corner. So 39-24. Every time Hermantown inches closer, Crookston's able to get back into it. A nice back cut here. Gunderson got beat, and laying it up and in for 2 is Biondi. 7 second half points, 13 in the game. She's really turning in a pretty good performance here on the road. Doing whatever she can to keep Hermantown in the game. They need stops on this end of the court, though. Scoring isn't going to be enough. Here's Wincham on the right wing. Gunderson flashes up wide open for 3, and it's good. Emma Gunderson dialed in, knocks that one down. Wincham with the assist, and it's 42-26, all the way back up to 16, which is what it was at halftime. Step through for Berkland, counted in the foul. The scoring's starting to come now, and with 10:48 to go, it's back to 14. Berkland and 1. She'll go to the line to shoot 1. Allie Wincham just picked up her 3rd foul, by the way, something to keep an eye on. And Wincham is not going to come out, as Naomi Johnson will come out, and coming in for Crookston, Joey Nesseth, the sophomore. She played a little bit last night in the second half. She'll get an opportunity here to get some minutes as well. Shot up a little strong for Berkland. Long rebound secured here by Kahansky, who goes up and in and scores. So Kahansky, the sophomore, given a spark off the bench here for Hermantown, 42-30. That's a 4-point swing in one possession there for the Hawks. Back to a 12-point game. Now here is Nesseth off to Windjam, calling out the offense. Kicks it over to Smith. She'll drive with the left, put it up on the left baseline, in for two. Isabella Smith with 5 straight points for Crookston. 44-30 is our score. On our draft scoreboard update, here is Berkland. She started to get a little bit of a rhythm. She cuts after passing. They can't get it to her. Now on the right wing, Kahansky, who just scored, back to Berkland here on the left. She'll drive in with the left, put up the shot off the glass, and in for two. 8 second-half points for Berkland, back to a 12-point game. Again, they got to get stops on this end, though. Scoring only does so much. It's a 2-3 zone. The top 2 defenders here for Hermantown extending up past the 3-point line. Now here's Borovich in the middle. This is where you got to beat him, is in the middle. She spins, and that's the 3rd time she's had a shot. Look like it's going to drop, and it just doesn't. Hermantown gets the rebound. Back the other way, a 3 would cut it to a single-digit game. Instead, they turn it over. The pass was tipped. Borovich picks up the loose ball. Second steal for Borovich. Now she throws it away, and Hermantown will come back the other way. Coach Zimmerman, hand on his face. Can't believe it. Biondi for 3. Way too strong. Nesseth battles for the rebound on the backside with Decker. Decker got it, but had to throw it before traveling. The ball is still loose. Windjam eventually picks it up, and now here's Borovich back the other way. 9 minutes to go. Borovich kick into the corner to Smith. Gunderson's open on the far side. She spots up for 3. Off the back iron, no good. Long rebound out, and it's going to be a jump ball between Gunderson and Berkland. It will stay with Crookston. 8:51 to go. Bowl in for the Pirates for Gunderson. 3 subs in here for the Hawks, as they're going to get Hermanson, Wojciechowski, and Hursted back into the game here. Borovich gets the inbound pass. She'll dribble, not being pressured. Now she will be a little bit, so she'll have to give it up. Gets it over to Nesseth, over to Bowl in the corner. Chloe Bowl had it poked away, driving baseline, and she touched it last, going out of bounds. So Coach Zimmerman's seen enough. Timeout, going to talk things over with 8:36 to go. We'll take a 60-second break ourselves, and we'll have more basketball coming up next here on KROX and the KROX live stream.
All of us love sports, but not all sports are created equal. College sports have big budgets, dedicated alumni networks, and corporate sponsorships. Professional sports have even deeper pockets. Millionaire owners, lucrative TV and radio deals, and merchandise sales. High school sports have you. Everyone agrees high school sports give us plenty of reasons to cheer. And now's a great time for us to give back. Supporting your hometown high school won't cost you much, but it will go a long way to ensuring the games we love the most are here to stay. Minnesota High School Sports. They're good for our kids, good for our community, and best of all, they're good for you.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
And we're back here from the Crookston High School, 44-32. The Pirates are in front. 8:36 to go. They're coming off of a full timeout. They just took. Hermantown has the basketball. And again, a 3 could cut it to single digits. We haven't seen single digits since it was 10-2 back in the first half. So give the Hawks a lot of credit. They could have laid over, rolled over with the long trip heading back today. Long trip over here the last 2 days, but they have come out and fought hard here in this second half to get this back to a 12-point game. Kick over onto the wing to Hermanson. Pass inside to Biondi. Back out to Hermanson. Shot fake, trying to drive on Windjam. Puts up the shot. It might have been blocked partially. And Hermantown trying to save it. Steps on the baseline, out of bounds. It'll go to Crookston. 8:10 to go. Here is Windjam. Coming back the other way. Over to Smith. That 2-3 zone still. This look has given Crookston a few issues. at times. The Pirates have knocked down 6 threes today, though, so they've gotten a lot of good looks. They've been able to capitalize on a few of them. Borovich flashes in the middle. Now Bull back out on the right wing over to Smith. That would have been a long three. She decides to pass on it. Bull back to Borovich. Wingham is cutting. They get it to her on the right block. She'll dribble back out. Trying to attack into the middle. Now kicks it out to Borovich. Long possession here. You'll take that if you're Coach Zimmerman, though. They're not in any rush. Now Smith drives in, gets her shot blocked. Hermantown back the other way with the outlet pass. Hermanson beats everybody down the court. Lays it up, hit the bottom of the rim on the layup. It goes out of bounds. Will stay with Hermantown. Had a great look, but got too far underneath the basket. Tried to lay it in off the glass. Hit the bottom of the rim. Libby Salentine, Emma Gunderson back in for the Pirates. As is Birkland here for the Hawks. They rifle a pass in here. It's saved by Biondi. Now back out to Birkland at the top of the key. Borovich defending. She goes to the left this time and lays it in for 2. 10-point game with just over 7 minutes to go. Who would have thought? Liv Birkland has come to life in this second half. 10 second half points. On the flip side for Crookston, Hallie Wingham very quiet. 16 first half points, just 2 here in the second half. Salentine is fouled as they got it down to her inside, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2 with 6:59 to go. So it'll be Salentine's first chance to get on the board today. She's got a couple of rebounds and steals, doing other things, not always her role to score, but like to see her knock these down in and out on the first, so no good. And now Decker's going to come back in for Hermanson here for Hermantown. So Decker has been getting more minutes here in this second half, specifically coming off the bench. Will play a little bit here. And here comes the second from Salentine, up and in and good. So 1 for 2 trip, 45-34. Now Hermantown, every trip down has to be a productive trip. The remainder of this game if you're the Hawks. On the right wing, Herstead has it, gets a screen. Tries to turn and face, gets it over here at the top of the key to Decker. Pirate fans and bench getting loud. 3 on the way for Birkland off the side of the rim. Salentine could have grabbed the rebound instead. Wisely let it go out of bounds as she was near the baseline. So it'll be Crookston basketball. Nice stop defensively. Borovich wide open in the middle, so they'll toss it into her as they're doubling Wingham on the inbound. She'll bring the ball up the court. Again, you don't have to be in any kind of a rush against this 2-3 zone, but Wingham's open, so why not? Lets the 3 fly. It's off the mark. That's one there where you'd like to see a drop, but you could have took more time potentially too. Rockridge did that against Crookston last night. They used a ton of clock in the second half. They had no interest in shooting right away. Biondi for 3, and she knocks it down. The closeout was a little slow, and it's an 8-point game. Borovich will bring it up the court. Biondi and Birkland have combined for 20 of the 22 second half points here for Hermantown. Pass inside to Borovich on the baseline. Kicks it back out to Gunderson. Under 6 minutes to go. 8-point game. Smith over to Borovich. Hermantown has stormed all the way back to make this an interesting one. Gunderson at the top. Into Salentine. Back to Wingham. 3 on the way for Smith is good. A huge shot from Isabella Smith. And the Pirates bench erupts. 8 second half points for Smith. What a spark plug she has been coming off the bench. Back to an 11-point game. They can breathe again a little bit. 5:30 to go. Hermantown now. Again, a little bit of desperation mode late in this one. Birkland has it at the top. This is as loud as it's been in here for a while. They go under the screen. Her 3 is in and out as she let it fly. Wingham grabs the miss. Her 3rd rebound. Up ahead, Gunderson for 3. Off the mark, tipped around, and eventually hauled in. A nice rebound there for Moja Hausiak. Back come the Hawks, and Borovich is going to get called for a foul here as Birkland draws it out near half court. 5:07 to go for Borovich. Her 2nd, team's 4th here in the half. Each team has some fouls to give still here in the last 5 minutes. That's also something to consider because if you're Hermantown, you're going to want to send Crookston to the line probably at some point. Hermanson along with Sweeney are both back in, by the way. They just subbed in. Pass in. We're back and going on the left wing. Sweeney flashes to the top, almost threw it away as cutting was Hermanson. She was able to recover and get the pass to her left. Good ball movement. Wingham guarding Birkland. She drives baseline up off the glass and in for 2. Birkland has come to life. It's back to a 9-point game. Again, it's either Birkland or Biondi doing the damage here for Hermantown in this half. Here's Wingham to Borovich in the middle. Back to Wingham. Corner 3. A little strong, rebound for Hermantown. Again, another quick possession for Crookston. 9-point game. Berkland goes around Gunderson. Baravich cuts her off, kicks it back out to Sweeney. Salentine on her. Pass over the top of the key. They work it around the other direction. Hermanson shot fakes, and now a hold is going to be called as a hand on the side by Smith warrants the foul. The 5th team foul on Crookston, so now just one more to give Smith. It's her 3rd. 4:19 to go, 48-39, and a timeout for Hermantown. They have 3 left, so why not take one? It's a 30, so we'll just stay right here, no break. Just a 30-second. We're going to get you caught up on everything that's happened here. So Crookston led at half, 31-15. And now with 4:19 to go, it's a 9-point game. They led by as many as, I believe, 16, if not 18 in this half. So Hermantown, you got to give them a lot of credit for getting back to a single-digit game here in the second half. So with 4:19 to go, it'll be Hermantown basketball. Again, Liv Berkland today has now racked up 17 points. Biondi's racked up 16. They have 33 of the team's 39 points. Really remarkable what those two have been able to do. Coach Zimmerman was drawing something up on the whiteboard during the break. We'll see what it was. Each team has 2 timeouts remaining now in the game. It'll be Hermantown basketball. 5 fouls so far on the Pirates this half, just 3 on the Hawks. Something to consider as well. So here we go. Hermantown lobs an inbounds pass into the elbow. Sweeney gets it. They'll dribble handoff to Berkland. Pass over here to Wojciechowskiak. Back up top to Sweeney. Hermanson gets it on the wing. Good closeout here by Smith. Shot fake now for Wojciechowskiak. Now here it is with Berkland again. Left-handed pass over to Sweeney. They sag off of her. 3 for Biondi from the top. The closeout was good, and Windham gets the miss. It wasn't a bad shot from Biondi. She's had the hot hand, but a good closeout makes all the difference. So now Crookston, again, they can take time up 9 with 3:49 to go. Work it around. Here's Salentine. Hermantown in that 2-3 zone is going to have to start pressuring here at some point. Here's Baravich on the elbow. They leave her alone. She'll put up the shot a little strong, and Hermantown gets the miss. Well, if you get good shots, you got to shoot them, which is what Baravich did there. You just got to make them. Hermanson drives in. She is held on the way up, and she's going to go to the line to shoot 2. I think Gunderson is going to be the guilty party here, and in fact, that is the case. 6th team foul, just her first, and it will be free throws the rest of the way now for Hermantown, down by 9 with 3:28 to go. That's huge. First free throw is good for Hermanson. Freshman's up to 5 points. Can cut it to a 7-point game here with this next one. And she's up and off the front of the rim. No good. Windham hauls in the rebound. She'll dribble up the court. You got to be ready for traps here if you're Crookston. Pass off to Smith. Here's Baravich in the corner. Skips a pass over to Smith. Into Salentine. Back to Smith. Back to Windham. Ball not staying in one place too long right now. 3:10 to go. Hermanson pressures. They drop it off to Baravich, the senior. Hits Gunderson, who's cutting to the rim. Bounce pass over to Salentine. Back to Smith, into Windham. Trying to turn and face. Pull around jumper. Missed it short. And Hermantown's got the ball back. Under 3 minutes to go. Here comes Berkland on the right wing. Calls out the offense. Pass over. And Hermantown's going to throw it away. As Wojciechowskiak thought that Sweeney was coming up top. Instead, she decided to cut it the last second to the rim. And the ball went right into the scorer's table. So a costly turnover. Baravich has got the inbounds pass to Smith in the corner. Up 8. You want to make sure it's a good look if you shoot here if you're Crookston. Pass tip to Salentine. Almost a turnover. Back to Baravich. Over to Windham. She'll hold on the left wing. Skip one over to Smith. 2:25 to go. Back to Windham. Now to Salentine on the baseline. Crookston again moving it around. Coach Zimmerman has 2 timeouts if they get into a spot where they need to use one. Baravich underneath, misses the shot, and Coach Zimmerman very frustrated right now. He's saying we don't have to shoot. Windham with a steal back the other way, blows by everybody all the way. Left-handed layup is good, and that extends the lead back to 10. Well, you wonder if that's going to be enough with under 2 minutes to go. Hermantown's got to work quick. Berkland to the rim, puts up the shot, draws the foul, and will go to the line to shoot 2. And that's the last thing you want to do, too, if you're Crookston, is let them score or have a chance to score with the clock stopped. That's what you're always told by your coaches at any level. Don't give them a chance to score points at the free throw line with the clock stopped. First free throw up, off the front of the rim, no good for Berkland. That was a costly miss. She's been very good at the line today, but she'd like to have that one back. They're going to get senior Emma Herstead back into the game here for the final 152. It was the 4th foul called, by the way, on Smith, who is still out there for Crookston with those 4 fouls. 0 for 2 trip for Birkeland. Wingham with the rebound, and that might be it for Hermantown. They're going to have to foul or force some steals here. Borovich back up top, 1:41 to go, up 50-40. Certainly made it interesting late, but it looks like Crookston, as of now, with 1:32 to go, is going to hang on. Borovich driving in. She's fouled with 1:29, just the 4th team foul, so they'll have to do that at least 3 more times before Crookston goes to the free throw line. And again, Coach Zimmerman has the 2 timeouts if he needs to use them. They get into a spot, pass to Salentine. You want to get it out of the corner. She'll dribble up top, get it over to Smith, back to Wingham. Pass to Gunderson, cutting to the rim. The layup is good. Beautiful execution. Gunderson into double digits with 10. Wingham with the assist, and that makes it 52-40. Hermanson fouled by Smith. That'll be number 5, and they'll have to sub someone in for her. So Chloe Bowl will be the selected party to head in. It's going to be a 1-and-1 here coming for Hermanson. Smith gets a round of applause from the fans as she heads off with her 5th personal. Here comes the free throw, off the mark there from Hermanson. That should have been a 1-and-1. That was not a shooting foul. I guess they called it a shooting foul. So she'll get a second. I think that was a mistake, but she makes it, so they'll take it if you're Hermantown. Again, they got a pressure, and they do full court. Here's Borovich. She's fouled. The 5th team foul on Hermantown, 1:09 to go, so they'll have 1 more to give before it's free throws, and they're into the bonus for Crookston. Gunderson's going to take the pass out. Borovich and Wingham in the backcourt. Also got Salentine and Bull in the front court. Wingham flashes the ball and gets it, and she'll be fouled. 6th team foul on Hermantown, 1:06 to go, trying to extend this game. Draw it out a little bit. You definitely want to get it to Wingham or Borovich if you can. The best free throw shooters. Wingham has it. There's the foul, and Wingham will head to the line for a 1-and-1 with 1:04 to go. And the foul here, by the way, starting to add up. That's number 3 on Birkeland, and it was number 4 on Bailey Hermanson before that. Here comes Wingham for the 1-and-1, 52-41 to score, 1:04 to go. The junior has 20 points today, just 4 here in the second half. She is 3 of 3 at the line, though, so far today. Free throw is up, left it short, ball is loose. Hermantown gets the miss. They'll come back the other direction. Quick 3 for Birkeland is good in transition. Timeout Hermantown. It's an 8-point game as Birkeland able to knock that one in. And with 59 seconds to go, they're back in it. Full timeout. We'll take a 30-second break. Back with the rest of this one here from the Crookston High School. After this, you're listening and watching Crookston Pirate Girls Basketball on KROX and the KROX.
You're watching Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream. It's brought to you in part by Riverview Health, American Crystal Sugar Company, CHS Egg Services, Christian Brothers Ford, Bremer Bank, Grove Mechanical, Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic, Crookston Valley Co-op, Hugo's Family Marketplace, United Valley Bank, the Benedictine Living Community, Villa St. Vincent, Ottertail Power Company, Crookston School District, Cess Vanderhoff, Andy Omen State Farm, the City of Crookston, and Tri-Valley Head Start, all bringing you Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream.
Seconds remaining. It'll be Crookston basketball. They have the lead 52-44 over Hermantown. If you're Crookston in this spot, get the ball in. Force Hermantown to foul you. Go make your free throws. You'll win the game. Take care of the ball, make your free throws. That's how you'll win. Hermantown on the flip side, it's the exact opposite. You got to try and force a steal, do something to create some havoc, and then you got to score quickly. More than likely 3-pointers. I mean, you can still take 2s, I guess, but down 8 with 59 seconds left. 3 is more than 2. So might want to see some more 3s go up here. They'll full court pressure. Here we go. And Crookston, they got 2 timeouts if they need one. They'll lob it into Wingham. She's into the front court, and she'll drop off a pass to Salentine, but she was fouled before, so Wingham will go to the line for a 1-and-1 with 55.8 remaining. And they got the foul on Herstead, just her 3rd. Team's 8th. Wingham with a 1-and-1. Coach Zimmerman saying do not foul. No fouls on the other end. So 1-and-1. Hermantown's got to be ready to box out here. Crookston trying to put the finishing touches on this one. Wingham's free throw is no good, but Salentine gets the rebound. Her shot no good. She goes up again and is fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Oh, that's a backbreaker there. If you're Hermantown, you have got to box out there. Salentine, definitely the biggest player on the court, just reached over the top of everybody and grabbed the ball. Now she'll get 2 free throws because of it. See if she can knock 1 or 2 of these down. Gets the first. Her only points today have come at the free throw line. She's 2 of 3 at the line. Ready to shoot another one. And it's good. Successful trip for Libby Salentine. Back to a 10-point game. Hermantown back the other way. Birkeland in transition. 50 seconds left. He gets a ball screen. Shot fake on the 3. Back to Hermanson. She'll drive to the lane. Put it up. Oh, she missed it. Bull gets the rebound. Baravich has it. 40 seconds left. Over to Windjam. Up ahead to Salentine. She'll hold it and get fouled with 35 seconds left. And in a 10-point game, it'll be 2 shots here for Salentine. You start to think it's just not enough time at this point if you are Hermantown to probably come back. Salentine could continue to ice the game away at the line. How about that? The senior knocks down another one. 4 of 5 in the second half at the line, and some big ones here down the stretch. Ready to fire once again. A little strong. Windjam with the rebound. That's the second time that has happened here in the last 20 seconds, and they're letting some clock run off. Now there's the foul with 27.4 remaining. Windjam will shoot 2. 55-44 is the score. Coach Clark for Hermantown looking on. It's the 3rd foul committed here by Wojciechowskiak. And now 2 free throws for Windjam. Up and in with the first. Get ready to shoot the second one. 56-44. Crookston just above their average for points per game here now on the night. Or the afternoon, I should say. We get a lane violation on the Pirates, so she missed the free throw anyways. It wouldn't have counted, and now Hermantown will roll the ball up the court, try and preserve some time. They get it, 27 seconds. Here comes Hermanson. She's really quick, gets up to the free throw line, lost the ball, threw it over to Herstead. 18 seconds. Hermanson gets it back. If you're Baravich, just play straight up. She does. Hermantown will lose their last timeout with 14 seconds left. The shot up and in for Hermanson. She's got 8 in the game. We'll stay here. It's a full timeout. But again, I think the outcome's decided. So with the win, Crookston will improve to 8-5 on the year. They'll play Thief River Falls on Monday night. Try and get to 9-5. Thief River Falls, by the way, playing Rockridge, who the Pirates lost to last night. That's going on right now. Hermantown, with this loss, they're going to fall to 2-12 on the year, and they'll next be in action against Cambridge Isani coming up on Tuesday of next week. On the postgame show, we'll talk with Pirates head coach Darren Zimmerman, get his thoughts on this performance, a look ahead, and of course we'll go over all the stats, the summary, a draft scoreboard update, and more, all coming up in the postgame show here on KROX. So be looking and listening for that. So there's the second whistle. Hermantown ready to go. Crookston ready to go as well. Full court pressure. You need a steal right away. Hermantown out of timeouts. They have no way to stop the clock even if they do score again. Gunderson will fire one into Windjam. Hermanson on her. Up to Baravich. Up ahead to Gunderson. Into the front court with 8 seconds. Off to Baravich. Windjam. 5. Over to Salentine, 2 seconds, and that'll do it. Crookston gets the win, 56-46, and moves to 8-5. It was a little dicey for a while, but they pull it off and get the win. A much-needed bounce back from last night. A 3-1 week for Coach Darren Zimmerman's squad. We'll talk to him here in the post-game show. Hermantown falls to 2-12, and we'll play Cambridge Isani Tuesday. We'll take a break. We'll start our post-game show. When we come back, we'll go over the scoring and the stats. When we come back, 56-46 is the final. You've been watching and listening to Crookston Pirate Girls Basketball on KROX and the KROX live stream, and the post-game show is coming up next.
For all of your automotive service needs, call Christian Brothers Ford here in Crookston. We have a service team to handle all of your vehicle's needs. Does your vehicle pull to the right or left? Call and schedule an alignment today. Proper alignment saves gas and wear on your tires. We're here to take care of your vehicle repairs and maintenance. Call Christopher or Jersey in the service department at 281-1338. Make an appointment today with the service department at Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, where we make it easy.
Crookston Valley Cooperative in Crookston is your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering the products and services that you've come to expect. Crookston Valley Cooperative specializes in seed, chemical, and fertilizers that you need to keep your farm operation growing. For expert advice you can rely on, give Sean and Mike a call at 281-1178 today or stop by at Crookston Valley Cooperative located at 1122 Fairfax Avenue in Crookston. That's 281-1178. Crookston Valley Co-op, here to keep you growing.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
This is Judy Hulst, Administrator at Villa St. Vincent and the Summit Apartments. Over the years, we have seized the opportunity to make changes and improve the services we offer. Healthcare has taken on a very distinct evolution, focusing on post-acute short stay and return to home. It is our privilege to continue to serve our community with a continuum of care ranging from assisted living, memory care, post-acute short stay, and extended care. We are so grateful for the support of Crookston and the surrounding communities. In this season of reflection, please know how very proud Villa St. Vincent and the Summit Apartments are to serve our community.
From early morning to the last thing before bed, light powers your day. And every time you turn on a light, it's a chance to save. Choose LED bulbs. You'll use 75% less energy, and because they last so long, you may never have to change them again. Whether it's bright light for the bathroom or a soft, warm touch in the family room, LEDs do it all. See how Otter Tail Power Company can help you save at otpco.com/LED. LED lighting, the smart way to light your life.
Society, winning has come to mean everything. If winning comes at the expense of good sportsmanship, everyone loses. Nothing is gained in the long run. Good sportsmanship is the result of a disciplined effort to respect yourself, your opponents, and contest officials. Remember, good sports are winners no matter the score. This reminder is brought to you by the Minnesota State High School League.
And we're back here from the Crookston High School. It's the post-game show on KROX and the KROX live video stream. The Crookston Pirate girls basketball team, they get a win 56-46 over Hermantown here today. 3-1 on the week. They also beat Barnesville and Park Rapids. They did lose last night to Rockridge 62-36, but overall a very nice week and a good performance here today. Hermantown, they ended up going 0-2 on this trip over to the west part of the state, and they dropped to 2-12 on the year with the loss. Let's take a look at how we got here. Crookston started this game 18-2 run to get things started. Then they ended up leading at halftime 31-15. It was 16 first half points from Hallie Windham leading the way, and they looked very good. But give Hermantown credit, they cut it down to 7 points, I believe, in the second half, continued to fight and battle back. It was a two-girl wrecking crew, Liv Birkland and Lauren Biondi, who combined for 36 of the team's 46 points in this game, and they definitely made things interesting as the day went on. But eventually Crookston made their free throws down the stretch, did enough, and got the win 56-46. Our official scoring from this game, starting with Hermantown. 20 points from Liv Birkland after just 5 in the first half. A very impressive second half from her. She led the way. 16, like we mentioned, from Lauren Biondi. They combined for 36. And then they had a freshman Bailey Hermanson score 8, and then 2 off the bench from Hope Kahansky, who didn't even play in the first half, but she scores 2 there in the second half on a layup off a missed free throw. Only 4-player score for the Hawks. That's all they needed, 46 points from them. And that is a look at their scoring total for Crookston. They had a pretty balanced effort, all things considered. 2 players in double figures, though. Hallie Windham, 16 in the first half, a total of 21 in the game. 10 then from Emma Gunderson, 5 apiece in each half. Then you had 8 from Isabella Smith, all in the second half, coming off the bench, knocked down a couple of threes. 7 from Abby Baravich, the senior. 4 apiece from Libby Salentine and Chloe Bowl. And then 2 from Naomi Johnson back in the first half on a layup. That equals their 56. And that is the total on the scoring summary for you here today. Also had some rebounds and steals and assists and all that. We'll post all that on our website. We won't run through that right now, but you can certainly find that on KROXAM.com. Just click on sports, find this story. Chris is working on the story right now. If he doesn't already have it up, he'll add some pictures. I'll add Coach Zimmerman's comments along with the stats, and you can find all of that there on KROXAM.com. So that's a look at our summary from this game here today. We'll take another break. When we come back, if Coach Zimmerman's out, we'll talk to him. Otherwise, we'll do our draft scoreboard update, get you caught up on everything else going on this Saturday afternoon. You're listening to the postgame show of Crookston Pirate Girls Basketball. It was a 56-46 win. We'll be back with more right after this.
It's always growing season here at United Valley Bank. We're focused on growth for our customers and communities, success for farms and businesses, and improvement for ourselves. Partner with us, and you'll see firsthand just how much the right hometown banking team can change your perspective. Together, there's no limit to the heights we can reach.
United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Harvest is more than the act of reaping what you've sown. It's the culmination of months of hard effort, along with a few weeks of working 24/7 to bring the crop in. At Sesvanderhof, we're continuously working to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature, so that you can end each harvest on a high note. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sesvanderhof, a passion that grows.
Tri-Valley Head Start Child and Family Programs offers child-centered, family-focused services in a community-based setting. The program provides health, nutrition, dental, mental health, family services, and parent engagement opportunities. Available for income-eligible children birth to 5 years old, as well as children with special needs, at-risk children, and families and pregnant women. Tri-Valley Head Start Child and Family Programs has centers in East Grand Forks, Grafton, Ada, and Crookston. For more information, visit tvoc.org.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Drs. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abasi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley with a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small-town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
Here from the Crookston High School, it's the post-game show. Crookston Pirate Girls Basketball, they get the win 56-46 over Hermantown. It's now time for our draft scoreboard update brought to you by Draft Sports Bar and Grill in Crookston. We'll let you know what else is going on here around the state on this Saturday afternoon. And, of course, at Drafts, they're open today and tomorrow. If you want to take in any of the NFL playoff games that are going to be coming up today and tomorrow, they got good specials and deals. Prime Rib Night over there tonight as well, so that's always something to consider too, if you want to check that out. Build your own mac and cheese tomorrow, and we're actually going to hold off because Coach Zimmerman's coming up right now. We'll talk to him first here, and then we will get you the scoreboard update, run through all the scores, including this one again, and then just other stuff going on here today as well. So we'll get Coach Zimmerman that. Slide on over here and get ready to rock and roll. So we're in the post-game show with Coach Darren Zimmerman. And, Coach, there's so many places I could start with how that game went and how it ended up finishing and lots of stuff. Let's talk about the start. You get off to the 18-2 lead. Things are going well. You're making some shots early. And Hallie really got going early, too, which was good to see. It felt like you were in control right from the start.
No, we couldn't have scripted it better. You know, coming off a tough game last night and fourth game of the week, just to get out to a good start, especially on the defensive end. You know, that was one of the things that we stressed pregame, is that we got to have a solid fundamental start. And we really got to be good on defense, and we were able to make some shots. And you know, Hallie was, you know, I think certainly motivated after last night's game to come out and get going early, and that certainly helped us too.
Do you feel like since it was your 4th game of the week, that played into how the rest of the game kind of went? Because they looked a little bit fresher. That was just from my opinion. It was only their 2nd game of the week, and you could tell they had some quick guards, and they got going a little bit there in the second half.
Yeah, without a doubt, playing 4 games in a week is not an easy thing to do. It's tough, but at the same time too, Hermantown's well coached. Their kids play really hard. As you saw, and you knew they weren't going to go away, and we did a good job on their 5 in the first half. But she's a senior, been playing for a long time, and you knew she was going to get going. And she made some tough shots in the second half, and sort of kind of willed them back in a little bit, and. But we got enough stops when we needed to. You mentioned in the pregame how you just missed some shots last night. That was partly your fault, partly the defense. And, well, today I'm sure you still would have liked to see more of them go in, but it was better, and lots of different people doing it. You hit a lot of three-pointers today. Shots seemed certainly more – everybody seemed more in rhythm, I guess I'm trying to say, right from the start. Yeah, I mean, just overall on offense, we were moving the ball a lot better. And just attacked, whether it be off an entry pass into the painted area to our post or one of our guards, then the kick back out. And the other thing, too, is the kids were ready to shoot. So their feet were ready, their hands were ready, and you have a much higher percentage chance of making it when you're just actually ready to shoot and you're looking to do it. And, that's one thing that we talked about last night, too, is we just, as a group, whoever's on the floor, you got to be a threat, and you got to be willing to showcase some offense out there. And even if you don't shoot it, you got to have an act to do it. And certainly, I thought, Isabel and Emma especially, hit some big threes for us, and just had a good offensive game overall. And they were more ready to do that action when they caught the ball today.
This is kind of a two-parter. First off, I thought you shot free throws pretty well, all things considered, so I'm sure that's good to see from your side of things, and you hope to carry that moving forward. And then secondly, the 2 times you didn't at the end of the game, you got offensive rebounds and extended possessions. So give a lot of credit to Libby down low, and then I think Hallie had the other one for not giving up on the play. That really saved you down the stretch, too, gave you another opportunity to go to the line.
It did, yeah, because, they had made some shots at that point, and they had a little bit of momentum, and our kids looked a little fatigued out there, and maybe didn't get legs into those shots the way that we needed to, and we missed some free throws. So we did a good job of taking care of the ball and getting to the free throw line as they were trying to extend the game and foul a little bit there. But those offensive rebounds are critical and huge, and I mean it takes really smart basketball too, because we were at 7 or 8 team fouls, so you don't want to be over aggressive and put them at the line without the clock starting. And just Libby was in good position and made a smart basketball play, as did Hallie, too, there at the end.
So now, believe it or not, you're going to be playing again on Monday. It'll be technically the 5th game in 7 days when you think about it, how it's stretched out. So I'm sure you're saying to them, go get off your feet for the rest of today, tomorrow, rest up, get ready to come back on Monday, and then you just got to be ready to hit it right away again.
No, we do, yeah. So it's nice to have the off day tomorrow, and, I think the kids will use it especially just to rest, and if they're like me, cheer on the Minnesota Vikings.
There you go.
And to get off their feet and get some good meals in them and drink lots of water and do some stretching, and move a little bit still. You got to move. But, yeah, it'll be a quick turnaround then with a Monday game, and kids don't have school Monday, so, just to make sure they're moving around a little bit still. Will be important, and that'll be a big game for us on Monday night.
So really quick, because you mentioned that on Monday there's no school. Back when I played in high school, our coach would always tell us, treat it like there was, though. I mean, you don't have to get up quite as early necessarily, but get up at a decent time, get something to eat, kind of go through the same routine, because if you don't and you're sluggish, it can throw you off.
It certainly can. I advocate that they do the same thing all the time. Go to bed at a good time early, and wake up at the same time every day, regardless of whether you got to go to school or not. I would say kids venture to not do that, probably. I think their parents would probably, agree. Some of them do. Some of them have really, strong, sleeping habits and everything else. But, kids are kids, and I remember what it was like to be that age. But, yeah, keep your routine, whether you're in school or not, to keep your routine. And otherwise, yeah, you can be tired just from staying up too late, sleeping in too long, and that little bit of sluggishness is not what we need.
No. Lastly, since you brought it up, you got a score prediction for Vikings Giants. What are you thinking? We got to get it done. Right?
I know,
we need
yeah.
the win.
I would like to say it's going to be a multi-score game, but I think somehow it's going to come down to Greg Joseph game-winning field goal. Again.
Hope he makes it then. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate
you
it.
bet.
So Coach Darren Zimmerman join us here in the post-game show, and we'll have his comments up on our website, KROXAM.com, so head on over there to check that out. They'll be back in action Monday. It's a very quick turnaround for them as they take on Thief River Falls, and that's a big game section opponent there too. So an important one there once again for them. We'll take our last break. We'll make it a 90-second break, and when we come back, we'll have our draft scoreboard update and sign off here from the Crookston High School. It's the post-game show on KROX and the KROX live stream.
Our school district has a long history of providing opportunities for all community members, from our youngest students to adults. We believe strong schools lead to strong communities. We are proud of our district. And as we look toward the future, we know there is continued work to be done to ensure that all students have excellent opportunities in education.
On February 14th, voters in Crookston will have the opportunity to vote on a single-question referendum to build a multi-use complex on school property. The facilities would include an artificial turf field, 8-lane track, press box, seating for over 750 spectators, and a concessions and restrooms area. If the referendum passes, the average tax impact on a $200,000 home would be $2.75 a month. 36% of the total referendum cost is covered by the Ag to School tax credit and state aid. If the referendum does not pass, the need for a facility with a usable track and field space for competitive programming will still exist. And while we currently use the University of Minnesota Crookston spaces, we cannot use our state-funded long-term facility maintenance dollars to upgrade a property we don't own.
This investment in our schools is an investment in our students and our community. Please learn all you can about the upcoming referendum and be sure to vote on or before February 14th.
Like we were mentioning before Coach Darren Zimmerman came up, it's Saturday over there, so prime rib night if you want to check that out. Also, they got mac and cheese on Saturdays, or Sundays rather. Build your own mac and cheese, so you can do that as well. Right across from the Crookston Sports Center on Fisher Avenue, it's Draft Sports Bar and Grill in Crookston. And, of course, the football game's coming up later today, which we're going to carry, by the way. We'll tell you about that in a second. And then tomorrow, the Vikings play, other games going on. Might not be a bad idea to take the game in over at Drafts. Well, taking a look at our scoreboard update, we'll see what we have here for you. As we mentioned here, the final 56-46, Crookston gets the win. Hermantown won the JV game 31-23. Other area games going on. We'll start with hockey this time because we did basketball the last time. In boys hockey here, we'll start in Class A. Bagley-Foston beats Breckenridge-Wahpeton 9-0. And it looks like that's the only final score from the nearby area. Again, some other games coming up as well today. And we do have Hermantown taking on Warroad. That's going to be the game of the day in boys hockey, no question about that. So that'll be a 5 o'clock start time from Warroad today. On the girls' side of things, let's see if we have a final score yet in Class A for any of these. Looks like Hutchinson beat Detroit Lakes 4-1, so that one has gone final. Bemidji up in the second period on River Lakes 2-0. Flipping on over to basketball here, some high school basketball. Had some earlier start times in boys high school basketball today. There were 4 games going on over in Perham. In Class A, Foston beat Nevis this morning 57-37, and it looks like Cass Lake Bena beats Henning 71-70. Number 1 versus number 7 in Class A, and Cass Lake Bena survives with a 71-70 victory. So big win there for Cass Lake. They were down 1 at halftime. They come back and get the win in Double A. Let's see. We had Pelican Rapids fall to Oak Grove Lutheran, North Dakota 58-52, and that's about it on the boys basketball scene. And the girls in Class A here today. Any final scores? Not yet in the nearby area. Double A also doesn't look like anything has gone final besides the one that we had here, of course, from Crookston. Norwood Young America, they're up on Park Rapids 25-17. We've also got Thief River Falls taking on Rockridge, Fergus Falls at Perham, and Red Lake and Mountain Iron Buell today as well. Some of the state teams in action. Arizona's at the Minnesota Wild in the NHL tonight. Cleveland at the Timberwolves. Both of those games start at 7. And then we're going to carry these games. It's a wild card weekend. The Seattle Seahawks are at San Francisco. NFL action. Kickoff here at 3:30. I've programmed it so that it will fire up here right at 3:30, and you'll be able to hear the opening kick between the Seahawks and the 49ers. So we'll have that for you, and then that will just carry over the rest of the day. We'll go straight through that post-game show into the next game. game, which is the Chargers at Jacksonville. That'll start at 7:15. So both of those will be coming up here on KROX. And then, of course, we'll have all 3 games tomorrow, or excuse me, the Vikings game and then the night game tomorrow as well. So both of those will be going on KROX as well, so be listening for those. The Pirate Dance teams at Pelican Rapids, can't forget about them. Girls hockey, they were going to be taking on Northern Lakes and Walker. That got canceled. That's a look at the draft scoreboard update. For all the scores, stats, pictures, and more, go to KROXAM.com and click on sports. That'll do it here from the Crookston High School. Our coverage is coming to a close. Crookston wins over Hermantown 56-46 and moves to 8-5 on the year. They'll take on Thief River Falls on Monday night. For Tom Lezon to run in the camera, Chris V taking the pictures and writing the story down below us. This is Wyatt Morrell signing off. Have a great rest of your weekend, everybody. Have a good Saturday and Sunday. And again, be listening for the NFL playoffs coming up next here on KROX. This has been Crookston Pirate Girls Basketball on this Saturday afternoon.